at these guys. We're about to hit the road, head to Glenwood West. It'll be our first KOA experience. Full hookup. Sewer, city water, power, everything. Cable.
Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
It's luxurious.
Let's do it. Just landed at the Glenwood KOA. It's f***ing gorgeous. I don't even know if you can hear me. The wind might be a little incredible right now. Had to run down, got a little cut on the thumb, peep the mask. Keeping it real safe. Anyway, check this place out. It's too f***ing beautiful out here. It might be too gorgeous. I'm fairly certain it's too f***ing gorgeous out here. What would you say?
The capital of gorgeous town.
It's the capital of gorgeous town. All right, so we showed up to the KOA. This is literally the first time that we've hooked this thing up to city water, to full electric, directly to the connection cable as well. So let me show you the way that we did it. We picked up this filter off of Amazon. It's just a standard RV filter. It's made by Taste Pure. Assume it does. We're not drinking this water at the moment. We've got bottled water, but it just keeps the water clean. Nice clean white hose that we keep separate from the rest. When we were checking in, the KOA said they had high pressure in their water. Well, good, because we have a pressure monitor. Thing keeps the pressure low for the RV at exactly where it needs to be. Cable hookup, but then we got the power. Most important thing about all of this is this bad boy right here. That surge guard. Make sure you get yourself a surge protector. It's the most important thing that you can get out of anything that you get as far as the power management of your RV. You can invest in the best cables and the best everything, but if you don't put a surge protector on that bad boy, you're putting it at risk of blowing the fuses out of this bad boy. This is the sewer hookup. You could keep your RV hooked up to it the entire time, so you would keep your black tank open while you were hooked up to the sewer, so that when you flush the toilet, it just went right down the tube and into this bad boy right here. Same thing with the gray tank. I think you could keep that bad boy open, it would just flush right directly into the sewer. We're choosing not to do that. It's supposed to get pretty cold tonight. What we're actually going to wind up doing is dumping at the end of our trip, hooking everything up and just letting everything go. And then tonight, before the sun goes down, which is coming up here in just a little bit, we're going to detach all the water from the side, and we're going to fill up our fresh water tank just in case it gets really cold tonight, because we don't want anything to freeze or any of these hoses to freeze overnight, because that would f***ing suck, you know. Basic setup, working like a charm. Feels like a house at this point. Who would argue with this? So this is the cacio de pepe from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's is a fucking camper's dream. They got everything. They got it all. The peanut butter cups, the chickens, the porks, the pork bellies. But more specifically, they got this fucking cacio de pepe. So we picked this up before we headed out. We got a little hungry a little early. You know what I mean? So last night it got pretty cold. We were told by Jeff, the guy running around here on the golf cart at the KOA, that if we don't want the line to freeze, that we better fill up our fresh water tank and disconnect from the city water just temporarily. So last night, plugged into the fresh water before bed, filled it up to about 3/4 full, not full, because I knew that I was gonna wind up reattaching the city water today. So filled up the fresh water tank, turned the water pump on to make sure it can pull water from the fresh water tank. This morning, I turned the water pump off, and I'm gonna be reconnecting the city water, and I'm gonna walk you through that. Water purifier, pressure regulator, super important. Everybody needs this, and a dedicated water hose. That's that thing that gets fucking hot. Goes directly onto the head of the pump here at the KOA. This screws onto the end of the pressure regulator. Just hand tighten, you don't want to go fucking crazy. This guy into the end of this. Then you turn the water on. No water spurted out. That means you know you got a good seal. Now all of the faucets, the bathroom, everything inside the RV is hooked up to city water. We're gonna go walk around the park and check shit out. So the KOA experience so far is
Awesome. Incredible. Super convenient.
fucking fantastic. We're heading down to throw away the dog shit.
Always pick up your poop, dude.
Yeah. Pick up after your animals.
Don't be that guy.
Yeah, don't be that person. Don't be that guy. So you can see we're pretty close to the dumpsters, which is pretty convenient. You don't have to walk too far. That's us. That's actually the restroom right over there, too.
Shower and laundry room.
Yeah, there's shower, there's laundry.
Very clean.
It's incredible. It's clean.
Cleaner than most hotels.
Cleaner than most, like, regular bathrooms in people's houses. Really clean. Pristine clean. Very clean. Swear to God, you should see some of these other campsite bathrooms. It's like a fucking Texas Chainsaw Massacre inside of that place. This place, clean. You also have a little playground area, which we might be utilizing. Here's the main area where you go to check in when you arrive. One bonus about this place, actually, if you're coming to Glenwood West KOA, there's a gas station walking distance from pretty much any one of the sites. Makes it convenient unless, you know, if you forgot something, you got to go buy something quick. Or if you need to get, you know, yeah, of course, snacks. That's Jeff on the golf cart right there. He's been incredibly helpful. The gas prices are not that bad. They're not trying to take your eyes out with a demi-tasse spoon. A few more drinks and I might start aggressively doing pull-ups on one of these bars. You know what's actually really cool is that here at the Glenwood West KOA, they actually have a series of tiny homes, not only here, but on the other side as well. So if you come with family, or, you know, if you need more space, if you have your RV with you, or if you just want to come and rent one of these bad boys alone, they look pretty good. Pretty fucking comfortable. There's also a pool here too, which is currently covered up due to the incoming storm and probably coronavirus. We might still try to use it later. Two other bonuses of the Glenwood West KOA is that they got a propane fill up right here as well at that gas station. They also deliver campfire, or they deliver campfire. I wish they delivered campfire. They deliver wood directly to your site and stack it up for you right next to the fire pit. Another really great bonus thing about the Glenwood KOA is that they got this leashless dog park right here, Camp Canine. It is right behind the bathrooms aforementioned, which I'm about to show you in just a moment so you can see how clean they are. But you can bring your dogs over here. They got the bags provided, gated in, ready to go. Let them off the leash. Boom. And good time for the dogs too. Here's the laundry room. You can do some laundries. And around the other side of the bathrooms.
The showers.
And the showers and whatnot. All the bathrooms have these locks on them as well, which is nice. I'm not gonna show the code because I'm not an idiot, but here we go. Look at this shit. It's pristine. For a camp and bathroom, this is top notch. So you got the OG Airstream here. One other thing I want to point out is right down there, if you see to the lower left, they have their sewer hooked up the entire time, and that's something that you can do. Hook up your sewer, keep your black tank and your gray tank open, and use your RV like a regular house. One of the bennies of the KOA is the fact that we get a grill included in the whole package deal. So I'm about to throw some burgers on the grill. Yeah, by the way, we didn't mention this, but there's a snowstorm blowing through.
And we don't like to test our luck, and
No, you don't want to be stuck on the side of the road. I mean, it would be the best vehicle to be stuck on the side of the road in, but not during a snowstorm. So,
no.
Play it safe, kids. So here's the heater controller. Here's also a little light switch. See, for the whole situation. But we kick this heat on. Just move it up here. Should kick on any second. There she goes. And that's the heater. Blows heat pretty nice. I had to move the laundry basket away from here. Heats up this area on the floor. If we're gonna leave early, at least in a little bit, we haven't eaten breakfast or anything yet, but I'm gonna make some more coffee. So we're getting ready to head out here in just a few. The freshwater tank is pretty low. The black tank is also pretty low. The gray tank is actually like 3/4 full, which is good, and I'll explain in just a minute. But the first thing that I got to do is put my gloves on. Oh, my weapon of choice. Let me show you how this works. So it's fairly straightforward. So one of the things we're going to break out and use for the first time. It came with one of these sets. I didn't realize what it was for until now. Little attacher here. Whatever else. Now, there's a little black cap right here. You always have to make sure it's fastened onto the side of your RV, because if it's open, you'll get pulled over for that shit, and the cops will write you a ticket for it. Nobody wants that. So right down here is this little cap that I'm going to yank off. Nothing, no liquid. Good, good, good. Just right down here onto the end. Fastens right into place. Tight like a tiger. So the very first thing that you pull is your black tank. It's this lever right here. It's gonna start flowing. You can see that we use a water cleaner. That's why it's blue. It helps with, you know, smell, whatever it is, sanitation. It's good for you. The next thing that you do, after that's done, you can hear it starting to slow down, and the trickle is pretty much done at this point. You close this bad boy just like this. That shuts the black tank. Open up the gray tank. And this is what this is just the dishwater, the hand washing water, the brush your teeth water. This will help to kind of clean the tube out as well. Wonderful. All right, perfect. Gray is done, so I'm going to close that. Closed, signed, sealed, delivered, good to go. I want to make sure that you sanitize and just clean everything as well as soon as you are done using it. Before and after, actually. All right, so what I'm also doing is switching off the gas because we don't need it anymore. Fridge is pretty cold. It should hold for a while. We got a cheeseburger in there I'm looking forward to eating. Fridge is off. Side container is locked. Door is closed per my wife's instruction. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
obviously has issues closing the door.
This bad boy is locked and sealed with the sewage cap tightening. Everything else is closed. We disconnected power. I put these bad boys on as covers recently, working out like a charm. We didn't even have to run the generator the whole time. Last thing I'm going to do is dump the fresh water tank. So I'm going to show you how that's done. All right. I've already kind of pre-removed the seat. Our fresh water tank is underneath this thing. You see right down there, there's a white lever. And we're gonna release that. So you can see the fresh water is draining right over here. Another really important thing to do, I'm gonna show you. There's two release valves here that need to be opened. Hot water, cold water. And this drains all your pipes out of all the water. You leave these open. You can leave these open the whole time that you're driving, so it just drains your car out from all the water. In our case, we're going back to Colorado Springs where it's freezing right now. So we get this thing drained of every bit of water that we possibly can. I mentioned that we were going to be running into some inclement weather. One of the major investments that we made for this RV was a Pro Shield RV cover. It's the remnants of what it was, 23 to 26 foot. Chantel and I just got this whole bad boy wrapped up ourselves.
Sure did.
No small feet. This thing's got huge socks.
Hey, stop talking about my feet.
Look at your feet. Covered, ready for this winter storm. This bull storm coming through. Covered, 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 covered. She's ready to go get some food.
Hangry Ohana's.
Hangry Ohana's.
Chicken katsu.
All right, y'all, we're gonna keep you abreast on this storm. But until next time. Yup. What you know about a quick cut?
Quick change.
Google search quick change videos. Pause this video right now and then Google search quick change videos and then come back. We're not going to talk about it, but just come back.